When it comes to diversity of landscape, nothing sets itself apart quite like New England. In Connecticut specifically, you can stand among the rocky shoreline and hustle along the Long Island Sound one moment, and just an hour and a half's drive north will bring you to a completely different world, standing among quiet mountain peaks and villages. It's peak autumn season in New England, and like the changing landscape, the region's railroad legacy reflects that same spirit of transformation. From the fallen flags of the New Haven and the Boston and Maine, to the modern short lines still clinging to the rails, each tells a story of endurance and change. New England truly sets itself apart, which brings us to North Canaan, Connecticut, a quiet town framed by the Berkshire Mountains and wide open plains. Here, steel meets scenery along one of New England's most enduring short lines, the Housatonic Railroad. Today, we take a closer look at this small but resilient carrier that continues to move freight through some of the region's most scenic terrain across Connecticut and Massachusetts. The village of North Canaan truly embraces their railroad history, like the Union Depot dating back to the central New England days. Built in 1872, it's a landmark of the town. You'll also find a diamond that lay here in the town used by the central New England and later part of the New Haven's vast network. Also sitting in the vicinity is a main central caboose, now a food stand called Trackside Tacos. Here near milepost 49 on the Housatonic's Berkshire Line, we look south along the Main. The milepost along this route is measured from Danbury, Connecticut, the railroad's southern end. The HRRC has business to the south that we hope to explore soon, but we're focused today on the northern end, the route to Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and the Berkshire Mountains. Today, the Housatonic Railroad continues to serve as a vital freight link between western Connecticut and Massachusetts. Its trains move lumber, plastics, and construction materials along a route that winds through the Housatonic Valley, passing farms, rivers, and forgotten stations. Based here in Canaan, the railroad's crews maintain a steady rhythm, working with modest power and classic locomotives that echo an earlier era. Though small in scale, the Housatonic embodies the endurance of New England's rail tradition, reliable, resilient, and still rolling through some of the region's most scenic countryside. The Housatonic Railroad traces its roots to 1836, when it first connected Bridgeport, Connecticut, to the Massachusetts border, linking coastal trade with inland industry. For generations, it carried freight and passengers through the heart of New England, weaving small towns into the region's economic fabric. Though absorbed by the New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad, and later left to decline, the Housatonic name was revived in 1983 as a short line. Today, it remains a living piece of history, keeping New England's rail heritage alive. The job today was symboled NX13, and leading the way was the Housatonic's newest locomotives on point, 2X BNSF EMDs. Acquired in summer 2025, GP39's 3902 and 3901, coupling onto 7 covered hoppers, outbounds for CSX in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Here in Lenox, Massachusetts, lies the Berkshire Valley Scenic Railroad and Museum of sorts. Notable is the former New Haven FL9 2058. In its original scheme, after serving stints as Penn Central, Conrail, and Metro North Railroad number 2024, after setting out all their cars in Lenox, NX13 runs light, awaiting permission from the NB dispatcher to enter the CSX Main and work the yard in Pittsfield. They'll be picking up some cars there. We're not entirely sure of the operational details, so the reason for the light power move isn't clear to us.
Roger, okay to open up, do our work, okay to hold main track 1 to Pittsfield, 147, CP150, late northern final lockers right ahead, home, 1345 PAS. Roger that, that's excellent, yeah. Thank you, sir, 542.
We hope you enjoyed this look at the Housatonic Railroad, chasing it through one of the most beautiful places to experience fall, New England. Downtown Pittsfield, with all its energy, still holds that unmistakable New England charm. If you ever get the chance, we highly recommend visiting this short line and exploring the scenery for yourself. We're glad we were able to share it with you today. Be sure to check out our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe for more railroading wonders. And as always, happy rail fanning!